Most encounters with wild animals are traumatizing, and this video of 5 scary gorilla encounters confirms it. Number 5. Honeymoons are meant to be enjoyable. But what if your honeymoon reminds you of a gorilla? Well, that's how it was like for a woman in this video. Published in 2016, at first everything seems lovely as the couples are standing at a safe distance from the wild animals. However, at a very horrifying turn of events, the gorilla decides to come forward and acknowledge the lady's presence. The only thing we can say is, ouch, right at the pelvic area, and for absolutely no reason. The gorilla had some grudges for sure. Number 4. The clip begins intensely with a silverback gorilla scaring a group of tourists by doing something extremely terrifying and unexpected. After the first charge, the giant primate does not leave the group alone and continues to harass the tourists, trying to take pictures of it.
Come this way. Don't worry, don't worry. Don't run.
Trying to de-escalate the situation, the group makes their movements as silent and slow as possible to avoid angering the gorilla further.
It's a good time for a picture.
Huh?
Can I take a picture now, okay?
This seems to work, and the animal starts to walk away. But it unfortunately decides to show them one last act of aggression. Luckily, it let go of the woman relatively quickly, leaving no one harmed. Number 3. In Rwanda, a group of tourists experienced their worst nightmare when a huge silverback gorilla came close to check them out. As the clip progresses, the tour guides keep ordering the tourists to stay completely still while the animal, unfortunately, refuses to move along. Finally deciding that the humans are not a threat, the gigantic animal heads into the nearby bushes, seemingly to start munching on branches. Moments later, the tourists get up and continue to observe the beast from a much safe distance. Number 2. Not every gorilla might be as nice as the ones who found and decided to adopt Tarzan. The best example of this is the not-so-friendly gorilla. In this video, published in 2015, the wildlife explorer is sitting right next to the gorilla, unbothered by the fact that one of the deadliest primates on Earth is right next to him.
Big gorilla on his arm. And suddenly the gorilla called in a way it had never called before.
Gorilla will usually consider you their prey only when you show signs of weakness or fear. Our wildlife explorer here showed none. So what happened next will probably shock you all.
Casimir screamed and just...
Can you believe it? After yelling and trying to scare him, the gorilla silently went back and didn't harm anyone. Number 1. 5-year-old Levin Merritt fell into the open-air gorilla exhibit in Jersey Zoo in England. A giant silverback named Jumbo comes over to investigate. To the surprise of all onlookers, Jumbo takes up a defensive posture around the boy, actually blocking the unconscious child from the other gorillas. Jumbo gently strokes the boy's back until he regains consciousness. But instead of reacting violently, Jumbo guides the other gorillas back to their inner enclosure, helping clear the way rescuers. Thanks for watching until the end. Check out these other videos you might also like.